everything and anything.
Because Joe Rogan.
Please, Joe Rogan, let me be on your podcast, dude. I'm not on steroids, I promise. Well,
Kickboxing background. He does not have a boxing background. He does not have an MMA background. He is not licensed in any jurisdiction. So when he gets on an airplane and he travels out to Austin hunting down Joe Rogan, you now not only have a crime, or the potential for a crime.
Have you seen his apology?
No, I haven't.
Oh,
I want to
dude.
watch it. We're talking about the Liver King, by the way, ladies and gentlemen.
I'm making this video to apologize. Because I'm embarrassed and ashamed. Because I lied. And I misled a lot. Yes, I've done steroids. And yes, I am on steroids. I'm on a living range. I train a clinician. Our young men are hurting the most, feeling lost, weak, and submissive. So I made it my job to monitor, to preach.
He did it. Netflix star is arrested for unhinged threats to Joe Rogan. All right. Now, Joe Rogan, why would you do that to Joe Rogan? Joe Rogan's a nice guy, loved. I think he's the one guy that's loved, liked, and respected. He's a trifecta. He's got all the three of them right there. So
Liver King versus Joe Rogan is the talk of the town these days because of the threats Liver King made toward Rogan. Brian Johnson has been heavily criticized by fans for these statements and was also called out by UFC pros for threatening Rogan. Sean O'Malley mocked Liver King for his trash talk and slammed him for creating all this drama just to get on Joe Rogan's podcast.
more than everything and anything.
Because Joe Rogan.
Please, Joe Rogan, let me be on your podcast, dude. I'm not on steroids, I promise. We'll have a killer conversation.
Recently, Joe Rogan also revealed that Liver King had repeatedly tried to appear on his podcast, even sending a producer to approach him in Las Vegas and reaching out through mutual friends. Rogan dismissed the idea as foolish, calling Liver King's claims a con built on lies about being natural. He made it clear that Liver King would never be invited on his show, adding, "That's what happens when you get caught."
One of them came up to me in Vegas.
Oh, really?
Yeah, one of my security guards stopped him. He was like, "I'm a producer for the Liver King." I'm like, "Produce? What are you producing?"
Like, how many UFC events did he try and kind of like cozy up?
He was front row at one of my shows in Vegas
Oh, damn.
at the MGM. And then I saw him again at the Canelo fight. He was trying really hard to get on the podcast. And he's been trying really hard to get on now. He contacted a few friends of mine.
Yeah, he told me he's trying to get on. as
Yeah, for
well.
what? For what? Say that more? Like, come on, this is dumb, man. This is a fucking, you ran a con game and you got busted.
Yeah.
And it's unfortunate that you feel terrible. I'm sorry you feel bad, because that's just what happens when you get caught lying.
Liver King publicly called out Joe Rogan for a one-on-one fight, declaring that everything was real now and there would be no more pretending. He claimed he was fighting for his family and said he was ready to die for it. Liver King warned Rogan to prepare himself emotionally and insisted that Rogan had never faced anyone like him before. Despite acknowledging Rogan's black belt, he described himself as a savage who had already captured Rogan's attention. He finished by announcing that he was heading to Austin to settle things once and for all.
Or anything and everything. Because Joe Rogan, we don't have to make videos to pretend anymore. All of this is happening. We're coming to you. I've challenged you man to man to a fight. Honorable. And we don't have to pretend or make any videos. The world is watching. They'll make the videos for us. And you don't have to hold a camera. You can hold the hand of somebody that you love, because what happens next to you, you're gonna need to remember that feeling. You're gonna need something more than what you did to give you something to fight for, because I have my family to fight for. And I'll die for them, you know that. And you're a black belt, but you've never come across something like this. Willing to die, hoping that you'll choke me out. I pray to God, because that's a dream come true. It feels good. And then the limbs, I'm fighting for my family. So limb. Go ahead. But then you have to contend with something else. And I weigh 177 pounds. An actual savage. And so at first you're like, fuck that guy. And right? When you all of a sudden he did get your attention, which I already did before this, you're saying, I'm gonna choke that motherfucker, that piece of fucking shit, I'm gonna choke him out. That's what warriors do. You and Andrew Tate are good warriors. But you're actually better than that. Real tension we have, comedy that you do is good and true. We have real tension. But what I see in you is comedy's good and true. touch points. Well, people laugh. If we don't make fun of them at their expense, they laugh. You should all make fun of me. You should all make fun of me at my expense. Trust me, that it still works. And then you should get paid for it. And let's go. Because we're leaving. We're going to Austin. What was my very last point?
That we're gonna kick Joe Rogan's ass?
The real G said it. Oh, it's my speech. Justin Fitz.
Chael Sonnen talked about Liver King challenging Joe Rogan to a fight. He explained that while they suggested it would mainly be a grappling match, Liver King was open to anything: boxing, arm wrestling, or straight up MMA. Chael said he actually liked the idea and saw a bit of possibility in it, even though it sounds silly. And he reminded everyone that Joe Rogan would be a tough opponent for anyone, as he is strong, has a black belt in jiu-jitsu.
King wants to fight Joe Rogan. Now, somewhere within that, they broke fight down and kind of made it clear it was going to be a grappling match. He was up for anything. We can box, we can arm wrestle, but it's going to be you and me. Rogan versus Liver King. And I liked it. I liked it because I thought there was actually a little bit of possibility to it. And I realized the silliness factor. But you have to understand, if push comes to shove, Joe Rogan is going to be a handful for anybody. He's strong and he does MMA and he's got a black belt and he used to compete in Taekwondo, and there was a period of his life in 2005 where he thought he was actually going to get in the octagon and fight with Wesley Snipes. I mean, done a great job of keeping himself in shape.
Chael Sonnen explained that Liver King actually got on a plane to track down Joe Rogan because he wanted to fight him and planned to challenge him in person. Chael noted that this move of traveling to confront someone face to face has been done before, repeated many times, and will definitely continue to be used successfully in the future.
Liver King gets on an airplane and he goes to find Joe Rogan. He wants to fight him, and therefore he's going to travel to him to pick this fight. That move has been done before. I understand. And that move has been duplicated and triplicated, and that move will be done in the future. And it will be done successfully in the future.
Chael Sonnen was right, as Brian Johnson was allegedly making threats toward Joe Rogan, both publicly and privately. The aggressive and escalating nature of these threats raised serious concerns among Rogan's team and fans. Many started to question Johnson's mental stability.
Joe Rogan, baldy face, hurts a little bit. I hope there's real tension to fight. But I hope you actually release me of all this, because tomorrow's family day. It's Sunday. Sunday. And I'm going to take my whole family with me to Austin. Guess what, family? 4 o'clock. This is what's happening. They don't know about it. Okay, real quick. P.S. What I'm hoping is that you, Joe Rogan, are thinking, I'm going to choke that motherfucker out. Lights out. I'm going to choke him out. And I kind of hope that if you win, that's how it happens, because like to wake up from that dream, that's a good feeling. And then anything else that you could break on me, break it on me. I hope that you won't feel me tap. That's never happening, tapping, because I have something actually to fight for.
Liver King was in no mood to stop as he shared video after video to threaten Joe Rogan.
You didn't stop recording, did you?
I'm still recording, but sorry I didn't see you come out. We were making your coffee. Coffee's ready.
Oh, good. Please, can I have the coffee?
Yeah, it's gonna be an espresso.
What?
An espresso.
Do you need any like
If you don't mind, don't ask me what I need. I'll say what I need from whomever I need it to, and I'm going to also do everything that I can with the amount of time I'll try and explain the least amount that I'm going to. We agreed on 12, correct?
12 minutes, correct.
There's 12 ancestral tenets, you know that?
I do.
Yeah. They're actually principles. And I asked another man how much time I have it. He said none, zero. What's stronger than time? Principles. That's stronger than time. He knew it. At some point, Joe Rogan, I got your attention. I paid attention. I look at me with love. It's just starting. It's day one, bro. Day one. Okay, he'll win the first round. Okay, I guess we'll make it 12 days, okay? It'll be 12 days. demarcation points around the clock, 12 ancestral tenets, 12 minutes in the capital of the greatest state, man. A friendly state. It's called Texas. Welcome to Texas, Joe Rogan. Welcome to Texas. Fighting tension, real. We got it. The alarm's going off. That means something. I'm running out of something. Yeah, I was thinking I didn't want to scratch your face anymore. So, let me just legitimately, I don't want to scratch your face off, so I would just get my nails right for you. The circular one. I'll use the circular.
Hey, can Justin come with me?
Yes to anything and everything. To anything and everything. Can we please make sure that this container, if I'm arrested, I don't know for how long, this container goes to Mothership? Yeah, it doesn't go to Joe Rogan. It doesn't. It goes to the guy who let me in. My wife and I, who let us in, he didn't have to. He knew that his boss didn't want me. What if his boss said, he wouldn't even ask his boss, but he knew, like this other man did, out of principle. Well, we should probably do something. They're actually good people. Thank you for doing that. It wasn't easy. I could see on your face there was like this confusion, not certainty, no certainty, you know, but you knew you were doing the right thing. Guess what? My mom looks at me like that. My wife looks at me like that. Everyone looks at that. This doesn't feel right. The world portrayed something about you that doesn't reconcile with the actual truth. Could you make sure that this gets to the gentleman, that big tall guy?
Yep.
That Mothership? It's a John Wick 4 piece. It's a collector's piece. It's non-duplicatable, unreplicatable. Money can't actually buy it. You need to know this. Striker Rat, come here. So many police right now. So here's what's happening. You're Justin's assistant because I'm about to go and lose all my man privileges. So you're going to be Justin's assistant. Anything you guys need for a little while is going to happen. And there's many phones here. A lot of people could have done anything. And there's not 126 ways to choke a person out. There's not 126. There's more than that. Joe Cohen, he's behind police safety code. He taught me that. Christian, I asked you to be up here at my doors. You're not here, bro. Please. What I need for you, Cam Wody, I only have a couple of minutes before I'm being detained in the greatest state in the world. Greatest state. Welcome to Texas, Joe Rogan. That's how friendly we are. So I'm gonna need you to mobilize everyone. Tell them to have cameras record everything. Make it live. Whoever can make it live, good. Make a few of y'all do it live, but record. Take turns. Upload it as fast as possible in real time. The closest that you do something, the closest that you attempt to communicate what you just did, that's the truest it's ever going to be. That's the truth. Make it live, make it real. If you feel a certain way, express it in real time, don't harbor it. You know, if you know you're supposed to do that thing, wash the dishes or whatever when you walk by, just do it in real time. That's the truth. Taste is the truth. It tastes pretty fucking good to celebrate a week, to submit this forever from now until infinity. Dude, I don't know if you heard, there's free Wi-Fi this week. There's free Wi-Fi, and there's a password to it. What's the password, Rad?
Fuck Joe Rogan.
Do you know the password? Because that's incorrect. You got it wrong. Do you know the password? Yes or no?
No.
Okay. Do you?
Yeah, but I don't
Say it, please. Oh no, my queen's not allowed to.
Same with mine.
Here's what it is. I'm gonna get it right. Rad, you get one more chance. You almost got it. Say it one more time. It's what?
Fuck you, Joe Rogan.
He got it right. It's, but you got to do like the sensitivity with the caps and all that. It's fuck you, Joe Rogan. All caps to get it right. And at the end though, there was going to be an exclamation mark. Not anymore. It's an upside down exclamation mark. That's what we call a thank you mark. From now until infinity, that symbol, to be thankful, begin and end with that kind of gratitude. Middle mosh pit, we're going to do that. At some point you're going to say, oh, I was wrong. I didn't mean to call the cops. And you won't do that either because you're so far into it. And I hope that you don't think about taking your own life because you have a family and you're better than that, and all of your friends need to be your friends right now because I'm running out of what you can also apologize, but modern day tribes, they don't do that. Who is that? Come on in, who is that? Is that someone? Oh, bro, we agreed, didn't we? Oh shit, time's up. Okay, hurry up. Okay, time's up. Backpack.
Right here. Right there.
Time's up. I have everything that I need. Thank you for the race. Wow.
Brian Johnson, aka Liver King, was even arrested recently at the Four Seasons Hotel in Austin on charges of making a terroristic threat after posting videos on Instagram in which he threatened Joe Rogan. According to authorities, he had traveled to Austin and shared several videos challenging Rogan to a fight.
Hey, okay, perfect.
Should we go separate or together? Okay, so what did they say?
Listen, just take this with a grain of salt, but they assured me he's gonna be in and out.
Yeah.
It's like, we gotta process you, the bail out, but we're talking probably 24 hours.
24 hours?
Maybe first thing tomorrow when he sees the judge. I don't know.
Oh, so it's not an hour. He's gonna be the 24 hours.
I don't know. They could do a 24-hour.
Take you this way to the lobby.
Thank you. And then do you know where their vehicle is? So
Yes, it's just gonna, when you go out to the driveway.
thank you for your discretion.
No problem.
They said in and out, but to a cop, in and out could mean 24 hours.
Oh. Oh.
Lead them to the driveway? The driveway, yes.
Okay. So that means 24 hours.
I don't know, Miss Barbara. I'm saying that they could hold him for 24 hours. However, they said in and out, which means they could go there and then he comes back out. But I'm under the assumption he would need to see a judge before he is dismissed. Rogan's guys are gone.
Really? Thank you.
I'm with him.
The vehicle?
Yeah.
And these items are for you.
I would take that with me. Oh, yeah, you just,
No.
I'm mobile, bro. I do shit like that. You guys put handcuffs on people in the back of the car? Inside the car? Not that? Because it's pretty protected.
All that's going on. Wife?
Meanwhile, Brendan Schaub criticized Liver King's attempt to challenge Joe Rogan, calling it foolish. He pointed out that even if Liver King somehow got through Rogan's security, he'd still have to face a highly skilled martial artist with black belts in Taekwondo and Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu. Schaub explained that while Liver King might be tough in his own world, there are levels to real fighting, and trying to take on Rogan would only make him go viral for getting badly beaten.
And they have Liver King. Let's say you pull off what you think you're gonna do and get access to Rogan, which is never happening. But let's say you're able to get through the fucking wall of special forces security that he has, jump the gate that he has, get through security, get through all the bullshit, the guns, the dog. Good fucking luck. But let's say he has a special set of skills and he does that. And then you get face to face with a guy who's trained in fucking Taekwondo. He's a black belt, competition black belt in Taekwondo, knocked out a million fucking dudes, not to mention he's a black belt in Jiu-Jitsu. Again, buddy, this is how you know he's not thinking clear. You can't fight. I know you think you're tough, but there's levels to that, and he might be a tough guy. And there's a lot of tough guys, and I know he walks barefoot and takes shits laying down and does enemas, and he's tough in his world. There's levels to toughness, dude. And if your goal is to get attention by fighting Rogan and to go viral, You go viral.
Yeah.
But you can go viral from getting beat the fuck up.
Yeah.
The brawl between these started when Joe Rogan exposed the reality behind Brian Johnson's lifestyle claim, questioning whether his extreme diet and training were genuinely natural. Rogan suggested that Johnson might have been relying on steroids or other undisclosed supplements rather than purely ancestral living, as he claimed.
The Liver King thing drives me nuts because that guy's on steroids.
Well,
just shut the fuck up. I know he's eating really healthy. He's eating all these animal foods and organ meat, which is very rich in nutrients. Well, that's true, but he's dodging the main bullet. To have a physique like that and not be on steroids, I mean, I don't care how much you lift weight.
Joe Rogan described Liver King as a heavily muscled, shirtless man with a big beard who claimed his physique came from eating raw liver, intense workouts, and even sunning his genital. Rogan shared that he had seen Liver King in person in Las Vegas and found his claims impossible to believe. He recalled Liver King insisting to his face that he was completely natural, but Rogan dismissed it, saying, "There's no way you can look like that naturally."
The guy calls himself the Liver King, and he's this guy who walks around everywhere with no shirt on. I've seen him in Vegas with no shirt on, big bushy beard, super jacked, and he was telling people that the way he gets that way is by sunning his balls and eats raw liver and just lifts like a maniac, and that's how he's so jacked.
This guy literally right to my face would say, I am natural.
There's no way you can look like that.
After that, everyone started to question Liver King, and after months of trolling, Liver King finally admitted to using steroids, openly stating. In his apology video, he expressed deep embarrassment and shame for lying about it. He took full responsibility for misleading people, saying he had no one to blame but himself.
Yes, I've done steroids, and yes, I am on steroids. I'm making this video to apologize. Because I f***ed up. Because I'm embarrassed and ashamed. Because I lied. I have only myself to blame. Liver King.
Joe Rogan openly criticized Brian Liver King Johnson's apology video in which he confessed to using steroids. On his podcast, Rogan mocked the overly dramatic tone and questioned the sincerity of the message. He noted that the timing suggested Johnson only came clean after being exposed, making the apology seem more like strategic damage control than a genuine admission. Rogan made it clear he saw the video as a calculated effort to protect Liver King's brand rather than an honest confession.
Because I'm embarrassed and ashamed. Because I lied. And I misled a lot of people. I've stated that this is a complicated, at least to me it is, because before social media, I was rich and anonymous. And after social media, I'm still rich, but no longer anonymous. And I never expected this kind of exposure in the public eye. It's been tricky as fuck to navigate. Well, clearly I did it wrong, and I'm here now to set the record straight. Yes, I've done steroids, and yes, I am on steroids, monitored and managed by
Brian Johnson responded aggressively to defending his lifestyle as authentic and rooted in so-called ancestral principles. He began openly challenging Rogan to a fight, insisting he was serious about proving himself. Over time, his tone grew increasingly hostile, especially on social media, where both he and Rogan had large audiences. His posts became more intense and confrontational, further escalating the tension between them.
Joe Rogan, I'm calling you out. My name's Liver King. Man to man. I'm picking a fight with you. Yeah. I have zero training in jiu-jitsu. You're a black belt. You should just mantle me. But I'm picking a fight with you. Your rules, whatever you want me to weigh, I'll weigh it. I weighed 190 this morning. I'll come weight. I'll come to you whenever you're ready. Whenever you're ready to go. I want a vibration plate, by the way. That's what I'm saying. Hello. Yeah, it's pretty insane, right? But the value is the principle. You can't pick a fight with a real king and then expect there not to be an actual fight, bro. The Liar King, yeah. You can call me all those names, but the minute my family is deceived and expected a version less than what they earned because of the fucking Untold Truth movie, you're a liar, Netflix. Joe Rogan, who directed the movie, you're a liar too, you come back. Joe Rogan, you're not a liar. You're actually good and fucking true. A wolf, you're not really. A king, not yet about to be. But you're good and true, and I'm taking a fight with you. I bet you $1 million, whoever fucking wins the fight between you and me, whoever wins, donates.
Joe Rogan wasn't surprised at all when Liver King was exposed for using steroids. He explained that it was exactly what he had expected, describing Liver King's physique as preposterously jacked, especially for someone in their 40s. Rogan said it always felt inevitable that the truth would eventually come out.
Wasn't surprised at all.
No.
I mean, it seems completely makes sense, but that's exactly what I expected.
Yeah, it seemed like just a matter of time for him.
There's no way you can look like that
No.
in your 40s. That jacked. I mean, he's preposterously jacked.
Joe Rogan further responded to Liver King's steroid admission by pointing out how obviously unnatural his physique looked. He described Liver King's body as preposterous and ridiculously massive, saying it was clearly beyond normal limits. Rogan even asked to see photos of Liver King working out to highlight just how extreme his build was.
Now, please go to the Liver King. Please show me some preposterous Liver King physiology.
Oh, he has. Have you seen his apology?
No, I haven't. I want to watch it. He comes clean on steroids. I fucked up.
I don't know if you guys are able to
I just
watch
want to see his images, though. I want to see some images of his body, because his body is just so off the charts, ridiculously massive. That's okay, but
That's
there's
unflattering lighting without.
Yeah. I want to show some of him like jacked and lifting, because he's just.
So, this bizarre drama between Liver King and Joe Rogan has gotten crazy, with threats and arrest and lots of fighters speaking out. It doesn't look like this story is ending anytime soon. Stay tuned for more.